Great timing! I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm has done wonder for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made, and we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you hadn't worked your magic, he never contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we are to maintain a presence at Raga's Reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration. And I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's, Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone come to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fodola. She still won't meet my gaze. She's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet.
Feedwin, there you are.
Alphino, Alize, is everything alright? We received word from Tataru. Wait, sorry, that's Alize. We received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that, she didn't say. Only that we should come to Kugane right away.
I had in mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alize is determined to make it a party of 3.
As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands.
Worry not, sister. I have quite given up on trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You'll be joining us, I trust.
Huh. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be.
Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices.
Alright, so I just gotta talk to this person, they're gonna let me in, right? Yes, show me in. Mini-split is like a room-specific cooling and heating system attached to a wall.
Are you winning, son?
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest? Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not. But I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garlean's movements, and more besides.
The informant awaits your pleasure in the back streets of San Juan. From shining the sod to its dark underbelly, you know Kugane as intimately as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail.
I'll give Saraban a hand. If he's providing us with ship, the least we could do is supply the provisions. We're at the pier if you need us.
A welcome offer and an excellent plan. Without further ado, then, let us seek out this informant in Sandra Hanamachi.
What's with the glasses? Yeah, Hancock's glasses always make me think of Matt Murdock from Daredevil. Like, without fail. Every time. I wonder... Oh, there we go. Okay. It's like, why are these not showing up? Oh, that's so many quests that I'm ignoring. Right? So many. I just started watching Echo now that I've caught up on House of Dragon and Delicious in Dungeon. So, I'm 2 episodes into Echo and Disney Plus, and this is the wrong way. So it's always cool to see those characters from the Daredevil show on Netflix because it was such a great cast. And if you haven't had the opportunity to see the Daredevil show that was on Netflix, you definitely should. If you like good character building, great character portrayal, and awesome fight choreography. This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It has been a while, my friends. Yes, yes, a long while indeed. Is it the catfish? It's the catfish. I don't remember the name of them, but precious. I knew it. Kyoto, any funny business and you know what will happen, I trust. No funny business. Only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I have half a mind to call Lise. No, 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 Lise, I beg you. No boots. I'll tell you everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for Yasuyu. High and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And have you decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gozetsu and Yotsuyu? Alas, see them with my own eyes I did not. But the Imperials are confident. Yes, yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here is something they do not know. A rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly Rogadan samurai appeared on Koganedori with a beauteous maiden and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. It was no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Shifuku Shit Kitchen. Now why would that be, I wonder? If I didn't know any better, I think he'd lend you money. He will help you, I'm certain. While you speak with him, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure. But it is wise, is it wise, to let the Namazu out of our sight? No, he's gonna betray us. No more betrayals, no more boots. To divide our forces is simply more efficient. He's right. Given the urgency, we should do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. You? But... Yes. We will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. We shall reconvene at the pier later on. Fragrant as the Rue Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I believe Alizé has a task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? We learned the emote greeting. A green tea set for this one, nice. Everything in order. Then let us proceed to Koganedori and find the master of Shifuku Shichitin. Oh, this looks like a good location here. Perky Pawnbroker, is that you? We might have had customers like those you describe. So many people come through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory by making a purchase? No? Well, you can't blame one for trying. This doesn't seem to be the pawnbroker you seek. What about Pleasant Pawnbroker? Welcome, good madam, welcome. Will you be buying, or...? Ah, so you have heard tell of a Rogadan samurai's katana. Small wonder. It is a fine example of its kind. One moment. We found them. Dare I hope you have found our pawnbroker. Excellent work. And that is the katana? There can be no doubt. It is Gozetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you will be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Gozetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered a necessary cost in securing a safe return. Yet it is no decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. Nay, my friend. Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gozetsu is alive and well. Yugiri, wait! The Scions will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alphino, your kindness is touching, truly. Yet in matters of coin, would Mistress Tataru not expect to be consulted?
come now. Our friend would never have relinquished his blade with a need not great. And are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I am sure Tataru will wholeheartedly agree. It's settled then. You have made a wise choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. If you would be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. If I may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we will return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well then, I suppose there could be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with a requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. I duly recommended those served at the Umineku tea house, and thither did they set off. Clamoring for dango? Can these truly be the same people? It makes no sense. Some manner of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. I was gonna say Sandoria, but that's Final Fantasy XI. But of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? That most beautiful girl you ever see, scoffing down dango as if her life depended on it while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what he expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea, out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. So Gozetsu makes for Doma, but this woman who travels with him, the more I hear of her, the more I wonder if she can truly be Yotsuyu. While doubts remain over the identity of Gozetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier, and make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will already have joined Master Soroban and Mistress Tataru there. Not gonna lie, this place is pretty, but I'm ready to get somewhere where I can navigate more unerringly, because I get so turned around and lost in this area. But we're headed to the docks. There are a couple different docks, but this is ours. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alize arrived mere moments ago. All went well on my end. Kyoto met with an Imperial officer and wielded his way into some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. The Imperial's base here have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they'd picked up Gozetsu's trail. Then your information matches ours. We're quite certain that Gozetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You use Scion funds to buy Gozetsu's katana at the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Pray see that the man is paid. Thousand Beard! You agreed to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alphino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Gozetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him. Tataru seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the melodramatist. I am sure our finances can stretch to a single sword.
Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. Ah, but I digress. We have work to do. Looks like a battle.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them, while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Come.
I probably need to find like a sound clip
An opening.
of that jump just now.
Your defense is lacking. Leave this to me.
I guess we should use that giant Magitech suit, huh? 5 check 7 of 10 tater, nice. I'm guessing we don't have a tank, considering I have all the aggro. Just queue up the moves and walk away. Here for the old man, yes? He's at the top, you best hurry. So why did he disappear? I'm right behind him.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gozetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan to eliminate hostiles.
Welcome in, Jonathan.
All forces, attack!
They're not quite the FBI, but... How you doing, man? No, don't call for reinforcements. No, don't call for that, dude. I'm healing your dinner, playing fast with Diablo. Nice. How you like? Oh, yeah, enjoy your lurk. Draw the armor this way. Where? Where'd she go? I've drawn the armor. Now what? He's got some hit points. Self-detonate? Excuse me? I don't have a stun spell. What about oppressive amounts of damage? How far would that get me? We're good. I should take Hexadrone. Oh, that's one of those big old cars. Circle of Death? Oh, I don't want to get in that. That sounds hideous. Had to abandon that. You try to cast Death. Back all of you? What are you doing? I've already got this. Almost got this under control. Might not have this under control.
The art of my forebears.
Distant shade take form and go forth. Oh. We're just staying in a circle of battle, I guess. Draw them to me, I shall finish this. Here, my shadows and I shall tend to half, the rest is yours. Which half? We didn't go over this. I'm taking some kind of damage there.
Alright, brace yourselves. Stars above, rain destruction on mine enemies.
Where's your spell, man? Oh, I don't even have. I'm like looking at the self-detonate bars fill up, and I'm like, all right, let's just keyboard this. I didn't even have anything out.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens!
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, aye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Hey, we don't have to pay a tithe. As Tansui says, we should move on. It would not do for Yotsuyu to be seen here. And if I know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right. So, amnesia or dirty trick? What's at play here? Oh, where's Rhino? He would appreciate this music. Kozetsu, thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Fate is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings? They tell me you've lost your memory, and that's fine. But I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off of you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they're your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear. All right, if you say so. Right. Just past time we set sail. I, for one, would not keep Lord here in waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget the Red Kojin bear no love for Yotsuyu either. I should deliver you to familiar shores, near Sari, but out of the village's reach. I need like a spin around on your heels button. Here is where we part ways, my friend. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Fate, when you are not so otherwise occupied, I will speak with you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore the smile to Mistress Tataru's face. Oh, come along. Tataru's overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Kozetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it. Which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Sorbon's. You will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds. That is for a song. We can do that later. Ethereal currents only. Elation and Trepidation. We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receives at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able. Join me in the outskirts of the mine. Everyone just got distracted with someone passing by in the background. That was silly. Oh wait. I don't know if I spent a ticket or not there. It's just on the side of here. Was I reading that map properly? It looks like it. All is well. Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed. Quietly, if you please.
My lord here, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Setsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Suyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Thank you for delivering Gozetsu back to us in one piece. We're lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say. We are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Elation. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Yen, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gozetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuye is nowhere to be found. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. Something else that I skipped ahead. Sorry, I'll look at that later. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While search without, maybe you could ask our soldiers if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. Ha! And there I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right to it. Go on then. I will mind the house. He said, for now we are taking Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assign another to watch over her, my lord, but I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nearing word. It's too heavy on the mouse button, I suppose. You seek the captain. He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him. I thought it was that. There are older men in our ranks. I think we've sufficiently spun around in a circle to make sure there's no one else there. Captain Jifuye. He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on Tutu will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alize when she came asking earlier. It's something amiss. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't ask anyone else any questions. The captain went outside some few bells ago, and looking quite unwell, I am sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gozetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they'll be alright. Gozetsu too. It seems everyone is bent on joining the search. It's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on. Alphino and I shall hold the fort.
By the Kami! Your Lord Ian, leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of Acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Why is that even a step in the quest? Thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life Jifuya had led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will only say this. The Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee speaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. While you were out searching for Jifuya, you received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Domes. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. Maybe another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Fluids. They mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out on force, we will only hit one way. So we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri and Fatewind, can I count on? Yes, my lord. Nodders. Alizé and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We would be glad for the help. You are acquainted with the Hakudo, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care.
What of me, my lord?
The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return.
As you wish. Pray stay close to fate within your gate.
Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Fluminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. Crash should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsuyu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true, the former acting viceroy is my sister, yet bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yukari, pray go on ahead to the Yazuka Manor docks and see the ferries are ready. All are free to travel in and out of the Enclave. Do you seek passage? Yeah. So much gathering. It's possible, but highly not recommended. Yeah. There you are, Fatewood. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an Aetheryte now, courtesy of the Unshishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior of Light's seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. But on to the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I will be there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and Alice will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. I knew I could count on you. When you're ready, come and join me at my humble abode, Yinkan. The guardsmen will see you in. Otin is expecting you. May I show you in?
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korjin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in Imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Oh, Hien's just sitting here waiting for me. Well, that was unexpected. You could say that again. Still don't know quite what to make of it all. Well, on the surface, a prison exchange does seem like a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had naught to gain by divulging the details of their interpreted visions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yotsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. You think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval?
Perhaps, but I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. So you may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, not even highborn. The value must presumably lie in what she knows, which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, not yet. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would seem remiss of us to not give it due scrutiny. Indeed. Though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Let the Kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Friedman, let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alizé company. We are safe enough for now. A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my death, Friedman. Though no weapons are drawn and negotiations are less battle, the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with an eternal question. What to do as they prattle on.